Okay. So I will click the file, I will click the new button and I will click HTML part and I will say create. So you can take down the notes. Don't try to do at the same time at the same time at which I am doing. The reason is you will be lost. So try to understand what I am doing and try to take down the notes through pen and paper. And later on, after the session, you can practice the whole session again whenever you get free time. So it is
Okay.
1 hour. Just try to see what I am trying to do, and I will send you the recording. And after the class, you can watch recording again and try to do the same thing again afterwards. Or you can
Great.
take down the notes and you can work using your notes. It's up to you. Now we will start with the JavaScript. So JavaScript, to put the JavaScript in my HTML page, this is my HTML page. And here I can go to the code view. I can go to the split view. That means I can see the code and I can see what the user will be able to see. And I can go to the design view also. So I can go either of the three view. Design view, design view means the one which user will be able to see on the browser. Split view means the code which we have written and the view which user will be able to see. We can see both the view. And third is the code view where we can see only the code what we are writing in the page. Let's save this file. I will be saving it in the programming as 2.html. You can put you can save anywhere wherever you want, and you can name anything you want. Now this is the HTML tag. Now to put the JavaScript, I will start with the script tag, and when I put the script tag, I ended with the script tag. Now anything which I write in between these two tags is the JavaScript. We will start with function. Okay, now I will give you the program. I will give you a small project which you have to do. Means I will do, you have to just watch it and later on you have to do. This is called a project. So many times you need to you were given some formula and you need to make a program from that formula. Formula is given and you need to make a program using that formula. This is common problem in the world of programming languages. So I will be giving you some formulas, and based on the formula you have to build a JavaScript program. So let's do one formula today, and that formula which we will do today is called the quadratic formula. So everyone knows if the equation is ax square plus bx plus c. I will mute everyone, but if you have question, just unmute yourself and ask. Okay, before I mute everyone, does everyone know what is the meaning of quadratic formula?
Not really.
No.
No. Okay, so doing the quadratic formula will be difficult, but I will try to explain in short what is the formula, because in reality you will get the formula which you really don't know. So just I will explain in 2 minutes what exactly is the quadratic formula. So you don't have to go into detail. You have to just see how to code it in the programming. So this is the equation given. The equation is called ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This equation is called quadratic because we see the two number in the top. Two number means quadratic. So since x square is the two number, that means it has two roots. Now what are the roots? Forget about it. Don't worry about what are the roots. Now just remember it has two roots. How many roots? Two roots. So we will use the quadratic formula. Even though you don't know, I will show you the formula. You have to just write a program in the JavaScript. Okay, so quadratic formula has two roots. How many roots? Two roots. And we need to find the two roots. How to find the two roots? With the formula, this is the formula. Minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. You don't have to remember. You can Google it and you can find it, what is the formula looks like. Now, what is b? B is something which is here, bx. So b is a b. and we do plus minus square root of b square. B square means we do the square of this b, and we say minus 4ac. Minus 4ac means 4 is a number, a is something which is present here, c is something which is present here, and upon 2a. So this is the formula which we have to build in the JavaScript. So let's try to do step by step. So I will write down the steps which we have to do. Always try to create the steps when you build a program and then write the program in the JavaScript. So these are the steps which we will do. So first step which we have to do is we have to find this b square minus 4ac and the square root of this, the square root of b square minus 4ac. You will be given the value of a, b and c. Based on this formula, you have to find the answer. So what you will be given? So you input. What is the input? Input is you will be given value of a, b and c, and if it is not given, you can take it from the user. You can ask the user, put the value of a, put the value of b and put the value of c. Once you get 3 values, based on this formula, you can write the program. So I will show you how to write this formula in the JavaScript. So 1 is to a, 2a matlab 2 into a, and this is minus b, and we will say this is square root of 4ac. Okay, so let's do second step. Second step, we will calculate this square root of b square minus 4ac. So I will say calculate the value of b square of square root of b square minus 4ac. So what is the second step you are doing? You are finding the value of this part. Let's say this part is equal to d. So I will say this part is equal to d. Let's do the third step. Third step is we will do minus b, see it's saying plus minus and this part. So that means third step is calculate x. That means we are calculating this x. So x is calculated in two values. There is one called x1, which will be equal to, we have to put minus b. So I will say minus b, and then I have to use plus minus. So one time I will put plus. So I will say plus, and I will put this value, that is the square root of b square minus 4ac. What is the b square minus 4ac? I have put the value into the d. So I will say b plus d, that is minus b plus d, and we have to divide by 2a. Does everyone know division, multiplication, addition, subtraction?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I will say minus b plus d, and what is the d? D is this square root value. Whatever is this square root value, I put it in the d. So I will say minus d plus d upon 2a. So I will say 2a. And another value I have to get is x2 equal to, tell me what will be the first? X2 is equal to
Minus b.
minus p. Let's put minus p. Then
Minus.
minus, because we have already taken the plus, so we will take minus. So it's a minus d upon 2a. So we have taken first minus b plus d upon 2a, and second time we will say minus b minus d upon 2a. So we will get two values, and in the quadratic equation we need the two values. So this is the one answer which we will get, and this is the second answer which we will get, and we will print this result. So what will be the fourth step? Print the values of x1 and x2. This is the whole program. First thing, we have to take the ABC, then we have to calculate the d part, that is b square, square root of b square minus 4ac, that is this part, and then we have to calculate x1, which is minus b plus d upon 2a, and second will be x2, which is minus b minus g upon 2a. So then we have to print the results of x1 and x2. Now this is the pseudo steps. That means it is not the real program. These are the steps which we will do to write the real program. So let's start the real program now. I will start with a function. I will start with a function. So let me create a function. Function is called quadratic equation or quadratic formula. And here in the bracket, I will put three values. How many values? Three. What are the three values which I will pass? One is the A, one is the B, and one is the C. So these three values will be provided by the user. In the real world, in the real program, these three values will be provided by the user. So you don't have to worry what user is putting. So if user is putting something, user is putting something for the C, then we just need to take these values and we have to put in this formula. So we have these three values. Now let's put this into this formula. So what is the next step? We have to calculate the D. So to calculate the D, I will start with the var. D equal to, now I have to use the square root. So how to use square root in the JavaScript? We will go and see these are the math functions of the JavaScript. And one of the function is called square root. So to use the square root, I have to use math.sqrt, and inside it we have to put the value. Whatever we have to do, let's say we have to do square root of 9, so I will put square root of 9 and answer will be 3. Do you know what is the square root?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the square root of 4?
2,
2. What is the square root of 16?
8.
4.
Right,
16
4.
is 4. It's okay. So square root, but here in the quadratic formula, it's a complex number. It's not a simple 9 or 4 simple. So we have to put this value instead of 9 in our problem. So I will say math.sqrt, and in the bracket instead of 9 I have to say b square minus 4ac. Okay, what I have to say? B square minus 4ac. Now this is the b square. Now how to do b square? How can we do b square? How to write b square in JavaScript? Can anybody say? Tell me.
I know.
No. B square means b into b. B square means
B times B.
into b times b. B square means b times b. So I will say b into b. Into is this star. And then I will say minus 4 AC. AC means into. I will put into. I cannot write AC. It will not work. I have to say 4 into A into C. So I say B into B minus 4 into A into C. Now you tell me, first B minus 4 will be first it will evaluate B minus 4 or it will evaluate B into B?
B into B.
B into B. But then it will evaluate B into B minus 4 or it will evaluate B into A into C?
Um,
In the 4.
B into B minus 4?
No,
So then 4 into A into C?
no.
No, I am saying that first computer will evaluate B into B.
well,
Okay.
then it'd be
Then what will it evaluate? Whether it will evaluate this part
4. Yeah,
or it
4.
will evaluate this part?
I think 4 times A times C, and then it will subtract.
Okay. So since the multiplication comes before the addition and subtraction, so this will be calculated first and this will be calculated second, and then this minus this will be calculated. So the first calculation will be B into B inside the computer memory. Second calculation which computer will do will be 4 into A into C. And third calculation which computer will do will be this minus this. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is something we have put, but we can also put bracket. So to tell them which one to calculate first, I can say B into B should be calculated first. I can forcefully tell it by putting the bracket that first calculate this, then calculate this and do the minus sign. But if I don't put bracket, then also it is fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is the next step? I calculated the value of D. Now I have to go and calculate this part and I have to calculate this part. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's calculate the x1 part. So I will say var x1 is equal to, I have to say minus B. Okay. So let's say minus B plus. So sometimes, putting minus B gives incorrect results. It doesn't make real sense many times in the programming language to put minus something. So in addition, instead of minus B, what programmers do, programmers put like this. They put -1 into B. That becomes minus B. So rather than doing minus B, I will prefer to put -1 into B. So what will be the value of B? -1 will be minus B, because we are multiplying with -1. So instead of minus B, try to put -1 into B. And then I will say plus D, that is plus D, this one. And we have to divide by 2a. So since we have to divide this both by 2a, I will put a bracket around these two and I will divide by 2a. So this is the first part I completed, this part. Let's do the second part. I start with var x2 is equal to, again, since I have to do minus b, I will say -1 into b, and here I have to say minus d, and I will say divide by 2a. We got the x1 value and x2 value. Now what we have to do, we have to print the results. So let's print the results. So this 2a will not work. Why? Because we have to put into. We have to put into. You cannot put 2a like this. We have to always put multiplier. Since it is a combination of two words, I would prefer to put it in the bracket. That way I am safe that this will be calculated together. So this is the first part we did, and this is the second part we did. Now we will print the results. So to print the results, we use console.log. As a developer, we are not showing this results to the user. We are just seeing this result in the console.log. So I'm using console.log, and I will say x1 is x1 and x2 is x2. So we have to see just what is the value of x1 and what is the value of x2. And now I will call this function from the outside world, and I will call this function, and let's see what is coming in x1 and what is coming in x2. So instead of a, b, c, we have to pass some real value, 2, 3, something real value. So I have opened one problem. So this is the problem. So in the a, I will pass 5. So in the a, I will pass 5. In the b, I will pass 2. So b is 2, like this. So in the B, I will pass 2, and for C, I will pass 1. So instead of C, I will pass 1. Now let's see what it gives in the console.log. So I will preview in the Chrome, and I will go to the developer tools. In the okay, so this is giving some problem. X1 is not a number, X2 is not a number. It is giving some problem. Okay, now we have to debug it. It's giving some problem which is not a number kind of problem is given. So we have to now check why it's not giving the real number. So let's try to debug it, and we will do something like this here. Console.log. Let's see what is the type of A. I want to see what is the, if it's A is coming as a number or a string or what, how it is coming. So A is coming number. So this is fine. Let's try to put B. B is number. Let's put C. C is also a number. So we are fine. These three are coming as a number. Let's try to print each step, what happens in each step and where it is exactly breaking. So I will put console.log at the first step and I will say A, B and C. I will put, I will try to see what is coming in each one. Okay, so I'm getting 5 to 1 correctly, which I passed it here. Now let's try to see what is D. So many times you also get this kind of error that value is not coming, then you need to debug it. So D is not coming correctly. So that means we have to fix the D part. Okay, let A, B into B. Let's try to put bracket around here and here and see what is coming and the whole bracket, and let's try to see how what is coming. Still D is not coming correctly. Okay, so let's try to do one by one. If I do B into B, I'm getting 4 correctly. I'm getting 4 correctly. Okay, let's try to do this one. 4 into A into C. Okay, I'm getting this also correctly, 20. And then if I do minus, so let's try to do this one. Okay, so this is coming minus 16. Square root of minus 16 does not exist. It goes into, you know, it goes into the complex number, and which computer cannot compute it. So since it is a complex number, so we are not getting. Let's try to get something which is not complex number. Yeah, the reason it is failing is it is the complex number. Let's try to take this one. Okay, so we can give some message that if it is a complex number, if the inside value is negative, then we say that it's a complex number. This function is very simple kind of thing. It cannot handle the complex number because the answer which we got is minus 16, and square root of minus 16 does not exist. It is a complex number. It is an imaginary number. So we cannot really calculate exactly of this. Let's take the value of x is 1, A is 1, and B as 2, and C as minus 8, and then try to calculate what's happening. Let's refresh it. Okay, now I'm getting D36 and I'm getting 2 values correctly. So let's delete the first part and let's delete the second line. So when I pass 1, 2 and minus 8, I get this. If I pass these three values, one root is called the 2 and second root is called the minus 4. So I will get the two values 2 and minus 4. So this is how we calculate the quadratic formula. In the previous case which I put, the previous number which I put, that is the complex imaginary number, and we don't have the solution for that. So computer wise, if we put, it will give this error, and we can, you give the error to the user that this is a complex number, so we cannot find it exactly the value of it. But if we have the simple problem like this, we will get the result, and we can give the we can display the both the result, that is the first root and the second root. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So after the class, you can go and go through all the steps and try to do the program. I'm just giving you the steps in the chat. If you open the chat here, I will paste the JavaScript here so that you can copy paste if you want. So this is something about the JavaScript. Let's do the CSS little bit and then we will move to our PHP, because since we started little late, we have less time to finish it. Let's try to do the CSS now. So I will create one file, HTML file, and I will make it as HTML file. So don't worry about how to make HTML file, just create the HTML file and we will save it in the CSS folder as 8.html. And now here, to add the CSS in our coding, I will put a style tag and I will end with the style tag and we will put the style here. So yesterday we did something list in our CSS class. Let's try to use that list and we will do one more kind of the list. So I will copy the list which we did yesterday. So this is my list. It is called Jamba Juice, tea and hot chocolate, whatever you like. You created the list. List is created by UL tag and end with the UL tag. So, and since I gave the name of my class 1, I will create the selector using the my class 1. And I will start with the curly bracket and end with the curly bracket. So this is the selector and I want to give the class to this selector and it will be applied to this UL tag. So how to give the style to this selector? I will go to the CSS panel here on the top right, click the all, click the style and click the my class 1 and I will click the edit button. Once I click edit button, I will get the CSS control panel and I can change the background. I can make the box, I can do the block and I can do the border. I can do many things. Now our purpose is I don't want to display this dot dot dot. So I want to remove this dot dot dot. So how to remove this dot dot dot? We will go to the my class 1 and I will click edit button and I will go to the list panel and here I will say list type equal to none. Here I give the type equal to none. Once I type equal to none, you will see the dots have gone. But still the text is, there is a spacing between the left margin and the text. We can fix that now, how to remove this spacing. But to remove this dot, we have made the type equal to none. If I do the type equal to disk or circle, again this bullet points will come. But if I don't want this bullet points, I will just make it none and I will say apply. Once I say apply, this is gone. And in the CSS, you will see the code is created that is called list style type equal to none. So gradually you have to remember this list style type equal to none. Initially, when you are doing with the Dreamweaver, you can just do with the Dreamweaver by clicking the class and edit it and then changing this type. But later on, you have to remember how to change it the list style. So you have to say list style type equal to none and then it will be changed to none. But it's still the space is there between the left margin and this text. So to remove the space, we have to give the padding and margin. If I say padding 0 and margin 0, you will see this will be aligned to the left. Okay, let's remove the padding. Since I gave only margin, then it works fine. So padding is not really needed. If I make the margin equal to 0, it will move to the left side. And if I don't want to move it to the left side, I want it where it was, I will remove the margin equal to 0 and I will see the space is still there. So sometimes you need the spacing, then you remove the margin. But sometimes you don't need the spacing, then you put the margin equal to 0, which will make text align of this all the list item to the left. So what we learned today in the CSS, we learned the list style type equal to none. It will remove the bullet points from the list. This is what we saw today. That's called list style type none. So we will not do CSS much today because it's already we did lot in the JavaScript. We did more time, but just now you remember list style type equal to none for today, and we will do more CSS tomorrow. Now let's move to our my backend project. So from today we are going to start one project in the PHP and MySQL. So Ramona, do you know anything about PHP and MySQL?
No, not really.
Okay, nothing. So you will learn it. You will learn. We did some basics few days back, but I will be repeating those basics while we are doing this project, and you will learn it. With us. So don't
Thank
worry if you don't know. So today we are going to build one project or website in PHP and MySQL. It will take many days to complete this website because we will be doing brainstorm to make how to make this website. So today is the starting point of this website, and we will be doing few days for this website, and then we will move to another website. So the website name is called as Life Reminder. And what is the purpose of this website? This website will, user will come into this website. He will register and log into this website. After login, he will create reminders. Okay, he will create reminders. Now, what will be the reminder? Reminder will be, let's say, he will put the email and he will put the message. I'm giving you some simple meaning. What is the reminder means? He will say email and message. And when this person died, so when this person died, this message which he will put inside this part will be sent to the email. So let's say a person wants to give some message to his son, but not now, after his death. We have life insurance, we don't have life reminder. So we are building kind of life reminder. So a person wants to give some message to his son, but not now, after his death. So, there is no way he can do that. There is nothing now. Right now, there is no website which deals with this. So I am trying to make that website where he will try to put his son's email and he will put a message that, $1 million is kept in the bank for you, something like that. For you in bank, and bank locker is, let's say in the locker kind of thing, bank locker number is something, blah, 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 whatever he wants to give. And he will put his son's email address. I'm giving you the basic idea what is the site means, and we will build this site in some time. So what is he saying? He will put the email and he will put the message, and when the person will die, then this message will be sent to the son's email address, and his son will read the email and he will do necessary actions whatever he wants to do. So did you got the idea what is this site about?
Yes.
Okay, now
Yeah.
tell me how, what you feel that have you thought of something like this in your life, that if you die you want to give some message to someone? Just I'm asking you, all
I don't
three.
think some of the people would like the messages I'd be sending them.
You don't think so? You have son or daughter?
No, I have no children. I just have family members I don't care for very much.
Okay. What about Carrie? What do you think?
What about
I haven't really thought about, like, is this like a will or something?
Let's say will is created, but he has not given the will to the son, but he wants to give that will after his death. So maybe he will upload the will. File upload will be there. Let's say he will upload the will, and that will be delivered to the son after his death. Something like that.
that would be a good thing.
What about Carrie? What do you think? Is this Is this something you have thought in your mind or no?
I haven't thought about it, but it's something you're right, I should think about.
Okay. What about Kate? Kate, tell me your view.
Yeah, there is an example. A female mom
Yeah.
is got a cancer, and she knows she's going to die maybe in 3 months, and
Okay.
her child, her son, is still young, so she's writing down a lot of like emails, like every year she will ask her husband to open one and read it to her little son. So I think
Okay.
it's so touch the heart. It's a
Okay.
good thing, though.
Okay. So even though this idea, some people may not like it or some people may like it, we will build it to learn the PHP also. And anyhow, my dream was to build this website, so we will build it.
Mhm.
So it's not that, if nobody's using it, it's okay. I like to do something like this. I asked my mother, she also likes to do some kind of this feature. And now, so we will build this website. So we have to brainstorm what will be the features, so how to make this website, with all the features which we want to build. So let's say when the person comes into the website, let's say we are here, person has registered on the website and he's logged into the website. Now, once the person is inside the website, what he can see, let's say my settings. In settings, he will get a form where he has to put how we will know that he has died or not. What is the criteria? So I was thinking to make, let's say, every month he has to come, every month he has to log in on our website once. And if he don't log in for 3 months continuously, consecutively, that means I will consider him dead. That means I will consider him dead. And then I will send one email to him and I will ask, are you alive? Something like that. Something like that. Are you alive? If yes, reply below. And if he don't answer in 3 days to my email, so first I will check if he has not logged in continuously for 3 months or 2 months, for example, right?
Mhm.
Or 1 month. So he has to define when he will log in. Maybe he will say he will log in every week, or he will say he will log in every year, or he will say he will log in every 3 months. So he will decide when he will log in. But if he don't log in that period, let's say if he say 1 month he will log in, and if he don't log in 1 month, then I will send an email to him. Are you alive? If yes, reply below. And if not, don't worry. We will send, though he will not read it because he's dead. Don't worry. We will send your message to your to related email which he has provided. Okay, so this will be the message, and if he don't reply in 72 hours, that is 3 days, then I will send my message to his relative or whatever he wants to, wherever he wants to send the message. So this is the idea. So do you
So
think this idea is okay, or we need to change it?
No,
I
it
have a-
seems good.
I have a question though. What is
Yeah.
there a way to do it like a search on an like on an obituary or
Search on what?
if he's dead, like if he doesn't respond to check and see if it's posted that, you know, like where his funeral would be held, just to double check that he really is dead?
But what
Uh,
city and state? That was the
But
question.
where will
Yeah.
you check? You cannot search the whole online and just find
That's
out
true.
whether he's live or not. I can only do it on my website, and I can, I will wait for him to reply, and he knows the rules that if he don't reply in 72 hours, which we will mention in the terms and conditions or in the FAQ, that this is the terms you have to follow it. Otherwise, you come and disable your reminder so that we should not ask you. So he has to disable if he don't want it. Otherwise, if he will not disable, then we have to do our process.
Okay. So he can't put like a city in of where he's like bought his grave or whatever.
Yeah, that he can.
In the message.
Yeah, in the message to the son that please put my grave in this city or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so we will check this period, and then we will think him dead, and we will send a confirmation, and if he don't reply, we will wait for 3 days, and we will consider him dead. Okay, this is called my settings, and then here will be reminders, my reminders. In the reminder, he can create unlimited reminder. How many reminder? One for son, one for daughter, one for wife, one for friend, one for anyone where to whomever he wants to put. He can create the reminder. So reminder would be like this: emails to whom he wants to send. Okay. What will be the another thing? It will be message, right?
Hmm.
He wants to put the message. We can put file upload also, but right now, if we have our own server, putting the file upload is okay. But right now we have limited space kind of thing. We don't have so much space. Let's say 1 million people are coming on website and try to put all the file upload. My server is not the real professional server, right? Once the site will run, we can buy another special dedicated server, and then we can put the feature of file upload. But for this current project, I will just put the file location, and he can give the Google Docs link or whatever link he want to give. Maybe he can give that link. I will just ask him to put the links. Links will be like he has to put a Google Docs and create a link, and he can put it here. Right now, we will only allow that part. We will not allow file upload. Though we can put a file upload for our testing purpose. If you want to learn how to do file upload, we can do that. But for this process, for this project, we will not do file upload. We'll do only the file linking, and he can put as many links he wants. He can put the file linking as many he wants. But right now, let's start with the one link, and then we will edit multiple links also in future. You're getting the file link feature means. What is the meaning of file link? Do you know what it means? Let's say if I go,
Means the location of the file.
yeah, Google, let's say I will say Google Drive. I will go to the Google Drive. I will build one file, for example, Drive. Let's go to the Google Drive. Okay, now I will create one document, for example. Let's name it as a testing. I created this testing document, and then I will share it. In the share, I will only use get shareable link, and whoever has this link, they can open this. So I will put it in the chat. Let me see if you can open this link. Just click this link and see if you are able to see the testing. I put it in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you are able to open it. So something like this, they have to build kind of thing. We can guide them in that this one. Right now, for now, we can do this, or we can build file upload also for now. But we have to ultimately give file link when we go to the production. I don't want everyone to upload the files on my server, and my server space will go away. I have limited space. I don't have unlimited space. I don't have server like Google. So let them create a file link, or we can do file upload for testing, and later on we will remove it. Okay, but for now we will put file link, and once you are familiar with some familiar with the coding, we will put the file upload also. Because file upload, Dreamweaver does not allow to do automatically. We need to write the code. So I am not sure you are very comfortable now to write that code. That code is little complicated. So for now, we will use only file link, and then we will, after few weeks, when you will be, experienced in PHP, then we will put the file upload also. So okay, so we have the email, we have the message, we have the file link. Any other thing you feel we should put it here?
I don't know.
Uh, okay. Just if you know, it's okay. Otherwise, we will move further. So this is the my reminders, and he will be able to see all the reminders. He may have, or he can put also the title. So for whom? Let's say title B. He can create one for son's reminder, and he will create one reminder, and he can create another reminder for daughter. So title also is necessary so that he can distinguish what is the real purpose of this message. And one more thing I want, he wants to make it active or deactive. So I can say active, true or false. So that tomorrow if he wants to keep the reminder, but he don't want to send the message if he's dead, because he feels that he don't want to send it. Maybe he's lazy to come on my website, so he can make everything deactivate so that we will not send his message. Do you got the meaning of active, false, and true or false?
Yes.
Okay. So let's say we have this much of our website. We will not make it more complicated so that it will take more days to complete. Let's say we have only this much website. So we will build this website. Okay. We will start little bit now, but coding will start after a couple of days. We will not start coding immediately because it takes time to reach to that point. Now, before we start this project, we have to create our GitHub account. Everyone has GitHub account?
No.
Yes.
Okay. So those who don't have can create it by clicking the sign up after this class is over, and they create it. But right now, if I have, I will click the sign in. Just see what I'm doing, and later on you can follow the same thing. I will put my username and password, and this is my GitHub kind of thing. I have so many repositories. So whenever since this is our project, and I will be building many websites in this project. This is the first website I will touch, but in few days I will be creating many websites. So I will be creating the same, same folder structure. I will not create new project every time I create a new website. So I will create, let's say 100 website. I will put it in one project. Okay, so let's create one project here. So I will create a new repository, which you have to do today, and you have to show me tomorrow. Click the new repository, and let's give the name of the repository. Since we are doing this in the 2017, I will name it as project 2017. So whatever project I will do in 2017, I will put it in this repository. Do you know what is the repository means?
Yes, it's a place to store things.
Okay, so it keeps the history of what changes you do in the file. So tomorrow, if you delete some file and after 6 months you want to get that file back, you can get it back also. This is called repository. So it maintains the history, and it does lot other things which I will explain you gradually when we do more on it. So you also create a project 2017. It will be under your name. This is under my name, and we will create this repository, because all the projects which we do in 2017, we will put it inside this project. If you want to pay, you can make it private, but since we are not paying, we are making it free, we have to make it public. Let's create the initialize the repository with readme. Let's click this also, check this also, and I will say create repository. 1 second. Okay, so repository is created. Okay, 1 second. Oh man, okay. So my repository is created. Now what I have to do, just see the what I'm doing. You don't have to remember anything. You have to follow the video again after the class is over, and you have to do the same steps which I am doing. So I will click the clone and download, and I will copy this URL. Once I copy this URL, I will go to any folder here. Let's say in the web, I created one folder web. Inside web, I will right click it. Since you install this Git one, so you can click this Git clone. Okay, since you have installed the Git one, I told you yesterday to install it. You will see this Git clone part. Then do click this Git clone. And once you click this Git clone, one second. So since we click this Git clone, we will get this box. Okay, and the URL which I copied is already here in the top one. And this is the directory where I will be saving my project. This is my local directory, and I will check recursive. Always check recursive, so it will take all the files recursively, and click OK. Once I click OK, you will see the project 2017 is clicked here, and the default readme.md file which I checked when setting this project is appearing here. Is it clear? Did you got
Yes.
what I'm saying? Okay.
Yes.
You don't need
Yes.
to remember kind of thing. Just follow the procedure which I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. So we will. So let's do this one. Okay. Okay. So now what we have to do, we created this project folder. I will set up this project in the Dreamweaver quickly because I have to go in 2 minutes. So I will set up this project quickly in the Dreamweaver. We have already set up one project previously in the Dreamweaver, but right now we are creating this a new project. So we will create a new project in the Dreamweaver. I will not complete all the steps. I will complete the first basic step, and rest steps we will do tomorrow. So I will click the site. I will click the new site, and here I will give the name of my site. Let it be. So here there are two tabs. Remember, basic and advanced. When you will open it, it will be starting with the basic tab. So don't go to the basic tab, just go to the advanced tab and put the name of the project. So I will put the project 2017, and here I will choose the folder where I want to save. I want to save inside the web project 2017, and then I will click select. Once I select, you will see 2017 project has not come here because there is some bug in the Dreamweaver. We have to put manually this name 2017. Okay, and we have to set up the remote info and testing server, which we will do tomorrow. Right now, I just created a project. I choose the folder, and then I will click OK. Once I click OK, you will see the files in that project. So this is how we set up in the Dreamweaver, and we set up in the GitHub. Both are required, and we will start the project tomorrow. We will try to build a database table. We will try to build all the files which we discussed here. So we have to create all the files necessary which I discussed here. We will not put code of all the files tomorrow, but we will try to build a skeleton or structure for our project, and in few days we will be completing this project. So you will see from the start to finish, I will do this project, and it will go live next week, and people can really create the reminders. Okay.
Okay.
And we will buy the domain also, and we will make it real live. Right now it will be free. When many people will come, we will make it charge. Right now let it make it free. Let people enjoy, and let them create the reminders. Okay, is that clear?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So tomorrow we will start at 9 o'clock. So tomorrow we will do CSS, JavaScript, and this project as we do today. We started little late, and we are completing little late, but it's okay for today. So let's meet tomorrow 9 o'clock. I will send you the link of the recording in half an hour or 1 hour time, and you can watch my recording again whenever you get time.
Great.
Thank
Thank